Justicia, tierra y libertad. Justicia, tierra y libertad. Oye tú mi canto.
Hi, my name is Rosa Clara Salazar. I live in Laredo, Texas, and I teach AP Human Geography. I'd like to share some background before introducing you to my Capstone project. Laredo, Texas is a border community right across the Rio Grande from our sister city, Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. Many of my students live in Mexico and cross the international bridge every morning to come to school in the U.S. For many, many years, the two cities shared vibrant economies. Laredo is the #1 inland port on the U.S.-Mexico border, and Nuevo Laredo relied heavily on tourism from the U.S. That is, until about 10 or 12 years ago, when Nuevo Laredo experienced a bout of extreme narco violence which almost wiped out the city. The recovery has been slow but steady. Nuevo Laredo is slowly coming back to life, and no better evidence is there than the return of the bustling street vendors. For my Capstone project then, my students took to the streets of downtown Nuevo Laredo to interview street vendors and allow them to tell their stories. The ultimate purpose of the lesson is to explore the role of the informal sector in the economy, but at the same time give the street vendors a name to a face and an opportunity to tell a story. After the interviews, my students then created an e-flip book entitled The Street Vendors of Nuevo Laredo, with the personal stories of each of their interviewees. They also submitted an oral reflection about their experience and what they had learned. Using National Geographic's learning framework, my students were curious about the street vendors' personal stories and seemed to better observe the world around them. Most of my students mentioned they had never really given a second thought to what these people did until they talked to them in depth, and it was for this reason that they wanted to share their stories and communicate their experiences through media. Furthermore, as a result of the research they had conducted prior to the interviews about the informal sectors in other countries, they realized how many of these people share the same story and how our similarities are more than our differences. We truly are connected.